Okay, wanted to do a little test with 2 cups of water today, using the windscreen on the Firemug. Do a little short Firemug. There's 2 cups of water. Already got it loaded and tender in there. Starter wood on top here. Should be good. 2 cups. Again, pretty breezy out here today. Can't make up its mind whether it wants to be fall, or warm, or cold. I've been having fun with this stove. This past week I've cooked about 10 different things on it. It works pretty nice for baking too. That's probably my favorite thing to do with it. Except for coffee. I'm a total coffee junkie. Been working on a pot that has just about the same diameter base as this MSR pot. So it's a good sized pot for the wood stove, especially this one. This stove is really not made for tiny pots. It's got a wider top than most of my other stoves, than all of my other stoves really, even including the big ones. So, but it works great for wider pots like the Kmart grease pot, MSR Titan, or any kind of larger 1 liter, 1.5 liter pots. It's short, but it holds a lot of wood. Nothing but pecan in there today. Pecan, tomato, potato. I think I forgot to mention in my last video, I think I said something about lighting it from the middle hole, but the middle hole is also for putting in extra fuel. After you boil, you just want to keep it going for a while, just because if you're like me, you just like to watch the fire. Then you can take small pieces of wood, and instead of poking them, now this one's pretty wide, but I actually stick them in and kind of poke them up. It sounds hard, but it's really not. You just stick it in and sort of push it. But you can do that and just burn indefinitely, and that's how I bake too. Keep a constant temperature for baking, simmering or whatever, once the coals start dying a little bit. On this stove, I've noticed you know, I'm averaging probably about 12, depending on the wood you put in there. But I've enjoyed not putting that thickest of wood in there, and so it just burns more evenly if you've got enough pencil-sized wood. But about 12 to 15 minutes and the fire is out, and then you have probably 15 minutes of decent warmth over it before it's too cool to cook with. But you just add a stick in or two every 5-10 minutes. After that, you can keep a nice good baking temperature for a long time. Where are we at? MSR pots and pots with that vent are easy to tell whenever they're boiling. You get little wisps of steam from the hole before the boil, but once it starts boiling, it gets a solid stream of steam. Plus, I think everybody that boils a lot knows that you hear the sound of the boil coming, and it's about to start, and when it actually starts boiling, it doesn't make as much noise. It's just ways to tell when you're boiling without having to open the pot. We're about there. Probably been boiling a good, I mean, that is like major rolling, so